Welcome to Expanding Brackets Level 5. One step in a level by level practice course. Pause the video now, try the problems on the screen, and I'll go through them with you shortly. At the end of the video, you can use the end screen to either practice more at this level or move up to the next one, and you can find topic by topic playlists on the channel homepage. In problem 1, we're expanding 3a plus 2b multiplied by 4a minus b. To start, we're going to multiply 3a by 4a, and this gives us 12a squared. Next, we can multiply 3a by minus b, and this gives us minus 3ab. Next, we can multiply 2b by 4a, and this gives us plus 8ba. And finally, 2b multiplied by minus b is minus 2b squared. Now we can simplify this by collecting the like terms together. And although it might look like we don't have any like terms here, because the order that we multiply things in doesn't really matter, AB and BA are actually equivalent. So we do have two like terms in the middle. So we have 12a squared minus 3ab plus 8ab gives us plus 5ab, which could also be written as plus 5ba, and we have a minus 2b squared on the end. So 12a squared plus 5ab minus 2b squared is our final answer to problem 1. In problem 2, we're expanding 5m minus 1 multiplied by 2m plus 3 multiplied by m minus 4. Now we have the product of three brackets here, and a good approach to expanding and simplifying these is to expand two of the brackets first, simplify them, and then multiply those by the third bracket. So I'm going to start by expanding the first two brackets. So 5m multiplied by 2m gives us 10m squared. 5m multiplied by 3 gives us plus 15m. Moving on to the minus 1, we have minus 1 times 2m is minus 2m, and minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. Now, since these terms all still need to be multiplied by the third bracket, we need to put them in brackets and leave that third bracket at the end still multiplying. Now, before we expand these, and we could do that first, I'm actually going to simplify what's in the first bracket. And we can collect together the plus 15m and the minus 2m. So this becomes 10m squared, 15m minus 2m is plus 13m, and we have a minus 3 on the end, and m minus 4 in that final bracket. Now we can expand these two brackets. So starting with the 10m squared, we have 10m squared multiplied by m, and that's 10m cubed. And we can use our laws of indices to help here if we'd like. Next, we have 10m squared multiplied by minus 4. That's minus 40m squared. Moving on to the 13m, we have 13m multiplied by m, which is plus 13m squared. We also have 13m multiplied by minus 4, which is minus 52m. Finally, moving on to the minus 3, we have minus 3 times m, which is minus 3m, and minus 3 multiplied by minus 4. And since we're multiplying two negatives here, this becomes a plus, and 3 times 4 is 12. To finish simplifying, we need to collect together any like terms that we have. So we have 10m cubed. Next, the minus 40m squared and the plus 13m squared can be collected together to give us minus 27m squared. We can also collect together the minus 52m and the minus 3m, which give us minus 55m. And finally, we just have a plus 12 on the end. So 10m cubed minus 27m squared minus 55m plus 12 is our final answer to problem 2. In problem 3, we're expanding 3k minus 2 squared multiplied by 2k plus 5. Now to start, squaring a bracket simply means we're multiplying that bracket by itself. So we can rewrite this as 3k minus 2 multiplied by itself, so multiplied by 3k minus 2, and then multiplied by 2k plus 5. And we can expand these by first expanding the first two brackets, simplifying, and then multiplying by the third bracket. So to start, we can multiply 3k and 3k together, and this gives us 9k squared. We can multiply 3k by minus 2, which gives us minus 6k. We can then multiply minus 2 by 3k, which gives us another minus 6k, and minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4. Now this still needs to be multiplied by 2k plus 5, so we put it in brackets and put the 2k plus 5 after. Before multiplying, we can simplify the first bracket by collecting together the 2 minus 6k's. So this becomes 9k squared, minus 6k is minus 12k, plus 4, and it's still being multiplied by 2k plus 5. To now expand, we can start with a 9k squared, and we have 9k squared multiplied by 2k. Well, 9 times 2 is 18, and k squared multiplied by k gives us k cubed. Next, we can multiply 9k squared by 5, and this gives us plus 45k squared. Moving on to the minus 12k, got minus 12k times 2k, so minus 12 times 2 is minus 24, and k times k is k squared. We've got minus 12k multiplied by 5, this gives us minus 60k. And finally, moving on to the 4, we've got 4 times 2k, which is plus 8k, and 4 multiplied by 5, which gives us plus 20. To finish, we just collect together any like terms that we have. So we have 18k cubed, the plus 45k squared and the minus 24k squared are like terms, so we can collect those together. And since 45 minus 24 is 21, we have plus 21k squared. We can also collect together the minus 60k and the plus 8k, which gives us minus 52k, and we still have that plus 20 on the end. So our final answer to problem 3 is 18k cubed plus 21k squared minus 52k plus 20. In problem 4, we're expanding minus 2x plus 1 cubed. Now to start, the minus in front of the bracket is actually a minus 1 that's being multiplied by that bracket, so it's important to have that clear on the outside. The 2x plus 1 cubed can be written as 2x plus 1 multiplied by itself and then multiplied by itself again. And having it written like this now allows us to expand it. Now I could multiply the first bracket by minus 1. What I'm going to do is actually just leave the minus 1 there and start by expanding the first two brackets. So we have 2x multiplied by 2x, which is 4x squared, and 2x multiplied by 1, which is plus 2x. We then have 1 multiplied by 2x, which is another plus 2x, and then 1 multiplied by 1, which gives us plus 1. And we still have the 2x plus 1 bracket at the end. Now focusing just on that first bracket, I'm going to simplify. So leaving the minus 1 where it is, we have 4x squared. The plus 2x and the plus 2x can be combined to make plus 4x, and we have a plus 1 at the end, and our final bracket at the end. So now, again, ignoring the minus 1, we're going to expand the two brackets. So we have 4x squared multiplied by 2x, or 4 times 2 is 8, and x squared times x is x cubed, so we get 8x cubed. 4x squared multiplied by 1 is just plus 4x squared. Moving on to the 4x, we have 4x multiplied by 2x, so 4 times 2 is 8, and x times x is x squared. And we also have 4x multiplied by 1, which is just plus 4x. Finally, we can multiply the 1 by 2x, which gives us a plus 2x, and the 1 times 1, which is plus 1. We can now simplify what's in this bracket. So again, just leave the minus 1 where it is. And in the bracket, we have 8x cubed. The 4x squared and the plus 8x squared are like terms, so we can click those together to give us plus 12x squared. The plus 4x and the plus 2x are also like terms, so if we combine those, we get plus 6x, and we have a plus 1 at the end. Now that we've expanded and simplified those three brackets, we can deal with the minus 1 at the front. And all we need to do is multiply everything inside this bracket by minus 1. So minus 1 times 8x cubed is minus 8x cubed. Minus 1 times 12x squared is minus 12x squared. Minus 1 multiplied by 6x is minus 6x. And minus 1 multiplied by 1 gives us minus 1. So minus 8x cubed minus 12x squared minus 6x minus 1 is our final answer to problem 4.